How do we convert the SABC into the BBC? It's a question that I've been wondering now for some time, where SABC, as the acronym, stands for simply average boring conferences, and BBC says building better conferences. It's an intriguing concept for me because I genuinely believe delegate fatigue is incredibly real. I think this industry in which I've been privileged to earn my own living for the last 20 years or so now, I'm starting to see more and more tired style events where we're lining people up in schoolroom style. We're laying in one after the other, boring internal speaker. It may have been from such a beginning, in fact, that this stage full of professional speakers and presenters actually arose. We used to get asked 20 years ago to do the graveyard slot. Come in after lunch, said the conference organizer or the client. We know the delegates are going to be fatigued then. Just lift them up and help build us a better day. But as Paul McConnell said this morning at the outset, USB's brand is somewhat different. USB believes in partnering with professional conference organizers and clients alike. And what we want to do at USB is help you avoid delegate fatigue. We want to get involved pre-conference with you, where we can build in levels of inspiration. Not only do we want to be involved at your main event during the conference, we actually want to try and deliver better involvement to you. And post-conference as well, a whole system of engagement. It's not a way of selling you additional speakers or additional time. It's about taking an event like this and making it different, making it better, rather thinking in new ways, shortening the length of time that speakers, including professionals, have on stage, moving in with magnificent masters of ceremony, like our current MC or the voice of Velvet, Cyrus before, setting up a sofa, doing interviews, building in a YouTube channel, videoing, putting everything together in your event before, during, and after that really focuses on what our other speakers have said this morning, the personalized I experience. Putting in input and advice for you, whether it's against speakers, a team of presenters doing presentation skills with internal corporates, whether it's restructuring and resetting up your agenda. It's also the aspect of looking at your activities. We've got professional partners within the USB stable who'll bring you the very best video stuff. Uzi Films are here this morning, our videography partner. We've done conferences. We have one coming up in Amsterdam where we film with 12,000 delegates. We'll get about 9 hours of corporate 5-minute videos from the very best speakers in the world. A system that we applied in Copenhagen last year for the same client, which has brought them 2,000 additional delegates to Amsterdam coming up in April. Working your program, showing you with the experience that we have from standing backstage and working with some of the best AV people, how to handle flow, timings, menus better. All of it designed with one thing in mind, to help you get your corporate message and your conference delivering what it needs to for the very expensive rates of conference that you're paying for at this point in time. It's a partnership from a USB perspective, ladies and gentlemen. We're not looking to replicate anybody's business. We're not looking to eat anybody's lunch. We just want to work with you as a PCO, as a client, however you bring us to table with you to work it through. I've done 2,500 events. I love my job with a passion where I wake up every single morning. I've described it as being the most fun you can have with your clothes on. And I go to an event like our speakers do for the day, not just for a keynote, whether it's morning, lunchtime, or afternoon. Those of you whom I've been privileged to work with know that that's what we do as professional speakers. I've seen the good, the bad, and the very bloody ugly of conferencing, ladies and gentlemen. I believe that our delegates are weary. It's why they fill up from the back row first. It's why they're looking to hide under the emergency exit signs. Because they know, sadly, when the HR, marketing, finance, even managing director stands up, that it's literally been cobbled together with Times New Roman white bullet point slides, giving out all of the stuff time after time, that all they really want as delegates is for you to open the bar at the end of the evening. And a little bit of socializing and networks. It's time to put an end to bored, uninterested delegates. It really is time to put the professional back into the conferencing industry. I'm really dedicating not only my speaking time to doing that with the clients that I work with, but what I want to do is work with you as a conference organizer, or indeed your eventing team, with your CEOs, with your boards of directors, to build better conferences. And the best way I can think of to do that is to offer from this stage a free of charge consultancy service to any of you who'd like to know more about the ideas. We'll pack in everything that we know into a 30, 45, or a 60-minute meeting with you. We'll show you how to bring better conferences back to the overall industry. We want to do it. It's more than just professional speakers standing on your stage. God knows we're privileged enough to do that for you. We can offer you so much more, and we want to partner you. So BBC is going to be a separate brand under the auspices of Unique Speaker Bureau. It's a partnership model. I urge you to take advantage of it. We look forward to hearing from you about your next event. Even if you're not booking me as a speaker, it doesn't matter. You can email me directly, michael@theothermichaeljackson.com. You can go through Paul and the magnificent team at USB. All we want to do is help you build better conferences. Thank you for letting us understand and open up this new concept to you. I look forward to building better events with you. Thank you very much indeed.